Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to make one of my favorite cast iron dishes. This is my home fries with smoked sausage and onion. It's a great easy dish. You only need a few items, and the great thing about it is you use one pan and you're good to go. You're going to need some potatoes. You can peel yours. I leave a little skin on, but make sure you clean them really well before dicing them. And they're good bite-sized pieces. I don't like them too small. You're going to need some diced onion. You're going to need some smoked sausage links. You're also going to need some olive oil and some butter. And then the seasonings you're going to need are freshly ground black pepper, salt, I'm using pink Himalayan, parsley, oregano, garlic, paprika, and some crushed red pepper flakes. I'll leave the ingredients in the description box for you guys as well. And that's it, guys. That's all you need to make this delicious meal. So let's get cooking. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our cast iron skillet nice and hot. I'm going to put this on medium high, and we're going to go ahead and add some olive oil and about a tablespoon of butter. Let that melt and get hot, and we're going to add our sausage to that. Alright, that's great. I'm going to go ahead and add my sausage, and what I did was I just cut them, not too thin, not too thick. And we're going to brown the smoked sausage. We're going to go ahead and add some fresh black pepper, because we want to season every layer every time we're cooking. Our salt, you can use kosher. I like pink Himalayan. I think it's better for you. And we're going to let that get nice and hot before we start moving it and flipping it. So we're going to give that a couple minutes, and I'll show you the next step. Alright guys, that's getting nice and hot. So we're going to go ahead and just move them around. Get it nice and incorporated with the salt and pepper, the oil, and the little bit of butter that we put in there. Alright, we're going to let that cook for a little bit, and we'll be back. And just every couple of minutes, guys, go ahead and start mixing. Look how beautiful that is. That's what we want, a nice sear to it. So when we're done getting a nice sear on the sausage, we're going to go ahead and put them in a bowl I have over here and start on the next step. So we're going to be back, guys, in a couple of minutes. That looks great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into my bowl here so we can start doing the next step. Now don't get rid of that grease from the sausage. Don't you dare do that. That's all the good flavors that we're going to get on our potatoes and onions. We want that. That looks great. And to this, we're going to go ahead and add our onions. And go ahead and break that up. Get this nice and seasoned in the sausage oils. And get this nice and brown. So just a couple of minutes. Now to this, of course, we're going to layer our onions with some seasoning. A little bit of pepper, and a little bit of salt. We're going to let this cook and get nicely caramelized. So this will take probably about 2 minutes. And we'll be back, guys. Go ahead and mix that around. And look how beautiful it looks. They're getting nicely brown and caramelized. And it smells amazing in here. Alright, we're going to let that cook for another minute, and take that out and add our potatoes. Alright guys, we're going to take these onions out, add them to our sausage. And to this, we're going to add a little more olive oil, another tablespoon of butter. Let that melt. We're going to add our potatoes now. Alright, so to this we're going to add salt. And potatoes absorb a lot of salt, so do a nice share of salt. Pepper. Oregano. Now I don't measure, but I will put the measurements, what I use, in the description box for you guys. I just added garlic, now some parsley, paprika, and a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. Give that a nice stir. We're going to let this cook for a couple of minutes, let it get nice and brown, and then we're going to mix it, flip it, and we're going to season the top layer. So we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and flip our potatoes. Just be careful. And look how nice that is. Starting to get a nice golden brown. Now we want to cook these potatoes. So after we've done browned it, we're going to lower the temperature of the stove a little bit so we can cook the potatoes and not burn the potatoes. Alright, so now that we've moved everything around, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more seasoning on the top so that everything is nicely, evenly seasoned. And like I said, I'll put the ingredients and measurements in the description box for you guys. Alright, so we're going to let this cook on that side for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be back to do another flip. So we're back, guys. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and flip them. They're looking beautiful. Smells delicious. And then in a little bit, we'll taste for seasoning. Might need to add more salt or pepper. That looks great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lower the temperature to medium-low. Because what we want to do is we want to cook the potatoes. In a couple of minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to add back the sausage and onions to it and just let it all marry together and become delicious. We're going to add the sausage and onions back to it. Get this nice and incorporated. Alright, so we're going to let this sit and continue to cook. Now remember, I put it on medium-low, And I don't have a top big enough for this. I wish I did, so we can get the potatoes cooking faster, but I don't. So we're going to let this go. Keep on flipping it every couple of minutes to make sure that everything's cooking evenly. And we'll be back, guys, in a couple minutes to check on it. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and taste for seasoning. The potatoes are just about done. So we're going to go ahead and taste the potato and make sure we don't need any more seasoning. It's hot. It's really good. I think it needs more salt and pepper. Potatoes take a lot of salt. We'll do a little bit more pepper. Not too much. Alright, we're going to let that cook, and we'll be back in a couple minutes to check on it. Alright guys, I'm going to mix it. Check the potatoes out again. Now this will probably feed, I don't know, 4 to 6 people. You could do some scrambled eggs on the side. I usually do. But it'll feed a good 4 to 6 people. Alright, let's check the potatoes, see if they're cooked. And you don't want them too soggy or mushy, you know, it's home fries. You want them to have a nice little bite, obviously cooked, but have a nice bite. So I'm going to take this little guy over here. Delicious. Alright guys, a couple more minutes and we should be good. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I let this cook for another 10 minutes. The potatoes are done. Everything is cooked and it tastes delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off. And we're ready to eat, guys. So here is my cast iron home fries with smoked sausage and onion. I really hope you guys give this recipe a try. It's absolutely delicious. If you do, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about this. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and put your notifications on so you guys don't miss any of my videos. Enjoy, guys.